Hey there, have you ever stopped and just wondered how something like ChatGPT actually works? How it can understand what you're asking and then write something back that makes perfect sense? I mean, it really does feel like magic. But today, we're going to peek behind the curtain and break down the incredible engineering that makes it all possible.
Okay, so this is really the heart of the whole thing. You see, computers at their core don't get language. They don't understand English or French or, well, anything other than numbers. That's their world, math. So the big question, the giant puzzle we have to solve, is how do you possibly bridge that gap? How do you turn our words into their numbers without losing all the meaning along the way?
I mean, just look at something like machine translation. For an AI to take that English sentence, a cute teddy bear is reading, and turn it into the correct French, it has to understand the idea, right? It's not just a simple word-for-word swap. It needs to grasp the concept of a teddy bear, and that it's cute, and that it's reading. That's the real challenge we're going to dig into.
All right, so where do we even start with a problem that big? Well, the very first step, and it's an absolutely crucial one, is to figure out how to turn our incredibly complex language into something a machine can even begin to work with. And yep, that means we've got to turn words into numbers.
This whole process really breaks down into two main parts. First up is something called tokenization, which honestly is just a fancy way of saying we chop the sentence up into smaller bits, or tokens. Then, once we have those pieces, we turn each one into a unique list of numbers. Now, that might sound pretty simple on the surface, but trust me, the real magic is all in the details.
You know, how you chop up the text is actually a huge deal. For example, you could just split it by words. Simple enough. But then the model sees bear and bears as two totally separate things, which isn't great. Or you could go to the other extreme and chop it into individual letters. That's awesome for catching typos, but it makes everything incredibly slow to process. So, what's the solution? Well, most models land on a clever middle ground called subword tokenization.